Hello. Good morning. Oop, hold on one second. Where'd that go? Am I going on tonight? I don't know if I am. What's today? Friday. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not sure. So today's Spirit Talk, guys. Mondays and Thursdays are the Tarot Day. What is that up there? Thank you for following. What is that? I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? My hair is a filter. Honestly, though, this is probably one of my favorite filters, though. Legit. I think when I get the money, I don't know, and the confidence to actually dye my hair like this, I think I might. Good morning. Excuse me. I just wanted to cough as I said that. How is everyone doing so far? Happy Friday. I just wanted a good time. Oh. Well. You know what though, Cece? I think it's good that you at least open the door to experience something new. Like truly. Yes, happy Friday. Hopefully not because of me. No. No, legit though, the pollen this week, guys, the pollen this week. I don't normally have like outdoor allergies. Oh my God, the pollen though, it has been making me want to cough so much. So much. Hello, hello. Nah, see, it's difficult, right? It's difficult, but it's worth it. Yeah, the pollen is so fucking bad. And I'm like last night, you know, I should have been like a weatherman because, right, they're right half the time and they get paid a bunch of money. So they were like, oh yeah, thunderstorms or whatever. And I'm like, good, rain. That in my car needs a car wash, rain. Didn't get any. Got like 2 drops. Yeah. I've been blowing my nose like so much, like I have a cold. I'm like, I don't have a cold. I'm not sick. Yeah, it's not supposed to rain. We're not supposed to get rain for like the next few days. Or if it does, maybe we'll get like a quick shower, which I'm hoping for anyway. Like, Jesus Christ. Has anyone's dreams been really weird lately? I dreamt fucking weird in the middle of the night. I don't remember my dreams now, but I remember waking up in the middle of the night and being like, the fuck was that? Been raining in South Texas. Send some of it to Massachusetts, please. Send some to New England. We need some. Thanks. My dreams are always vivid. I just don't remember them right now. I'm usually pretty good at remembering my dreams, but occasionally I do have spurts that I go through where I just don't remember them for a few weeks at a time. I'll just go with it. Gladly. We need some rain. Actually, what's one of the weather gods? Who can we call on to bring the rain? I know Apollo is a sun god. Ra is a sun god. Who else? Who's the rain? Who's the rain god? Thor is thunder and lightning. Who's rain? Hello, Ian. Hello. Feel the thunder. Ian, who brings the rain? Like Thor is thunder. Ra and Apollo are sun. Who brings the rain? We need rain. New England needs rain. Massachusetts needs rain. It's funny. I'm not like a huge fan of rain. But when it gets to a point where the pollen gets so fucking bad, I'm like, ugh, like enough already. Dudumitsa. I have not heard of Dudumitsa. Okay. That's what Google said. Hey, Google does know some things. I'd like to think I know some things because I'm older than Google. Zeus, too. All right. Dudumitsa and Zeus. All right, you two team up. Rain. Massachusetts. All of Massachusetts. I'm on the east side. Freyers? All right. I didn't. Okay. All three of them. Team up. Team up. Send the rain over, please. The pollen needs to go. Like, thank you, Mother Nature, for having the sex right out in front of us. But but knock it off. Get a room. Because that's what it is. You're in southeastern Mass. Same. I'm in Stoughton. Lucy, where are you at? I'm in Stoughton. You're probably not far. Taunton. You're not far. You're not far. Should have some if I'm having some. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, there's a lot of us not getting that right now. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, hello. Yeah, I normally don't have the allergies. The one thing I am intolerant because it doesn't show up on an actual allergy test. I am intolerant to milk and wheat. But that's because literally that's all I had growing up. So I think my body was finally like, fuck this. You're done. So, whatever. All right. So this was mentioned to me a few weeks ago. I don't remember who mentioned it to me, but someone on here mentioned it to me. And then it was mentioned it to me the other day. Someone messaged me on here. Right? Or was it yesterday? Oh, maybe it was yesterday. Oh my God, I'm fucking off in the days. Whatever. Discord. Someone on here. A few people on here mentioned it to me. I don't know. Nellie, did you mention that to me? Someone mentioned it to me. I don't know who. But it was brought up to me again. And I was like, all right. Clearly it's being brought up. Tay did. Okay, I know someone did. Someone did. It's being brought up to me again. So I was like, all right, there's a reason. There's a reason. A few people have reached out to me and said I should get on Discord. So I need to look into that. I'm going to look into that today. I might do a Discord server thing. I don't know. I haven't looked into the damn thing. So but from what just I've read of it, it reminds me of the app Clubhouse. I don't know if you guys have heard of Clubhouse, and I was on that at the beginning of last year for a couple months, but I didn't really care for it. Like it just didn't resonate with me. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, Discord is giving me Clubhouse vibes. I'm like, all right, we'll see if it's different. You're on it with another tarot reader? It's like a chat room. Okay. Okay. Is it video too or no? Or is it just like voice? Because Clubhouse is just voice, and they are like chat rooms. They were like community rooms. You had to be invited into Clubhouse, though. Clubhouse is a little different. Okay. Okay. So, all right. I'll look into it. I'll figure it out. But more live. Okay. All right. So, no video. That's my understanding. Or there's little video capability. You can send text. Okay. All right. I feel like there's so many apps, like, or programs, whatever, similar to that. Like, there's also like Telegram I've heard of. There's also, what happened to Skype? Yes, yeah, it was originally made for that, but it's since evolved, which is fine. A lot of things are meant to evolve. So, yep. Mr. Ballin. I know, poor Skype. Skype was like the original, okay? Skype's the OG. Poor Skype. Skype is now like a dinosaur. Ancient and dead. Just like MySpace. I fucking miss MySpace, okay? AIM. Oh my god. AIM. I loved AIM. Leaving like a freaking away message up, and oh my god, I loved AIM. I did. Yep, showing my age. Hey, MySpace, having the top 8. Come on. I know there's a few other people on here who's been on MySpace. There has to be. Oh, Tay. MySpace was cool though, because like you could add a song to like your homepage. Like that was the best part. I remember some of the songs I would choose. Dude, yeah, man, yeah, I'm 40, right? So, dude, MySpace was the bomb. Like and I'm trying to remember, because it's funny, because literally coding. Yeah. Now MySpace, like I've actually like typed in MySpace to see what comes up. Right when everyone is mad, you weren't in the top 8. It's so true. And you can also change like the background to your main page, your profile. Like you could change the background of it as well. Oh my god, I fucking loved it. Thanks for the follow. Thank you. Oh, I gotta move that over. Okay. I looked on MySpace now, and it's more of like a performance website, like for performers, artists, and stuff like that. But technically, MySpace is still around. I'll stay on until 9 a.m. Awesome. You did miss out on the fun. You really did. It is. It's all music page now. That's like all it is. Oh, did he buy it? I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, then good for him. Good for him, right? Like, still though, I know a lot of millennials who want like the original MySpace back. Also, ready? I'm gonna date myself now. Napster, LimeWire. Like, come on. I don't know if it was. And then I actually, LimeWire, yep, I used Napster. I used Napster more than LimeWire. And then the guy, I forget who owned Napster. Tom, I think, or I don't remember. He like got in trouble or something. Yeah. Thank you. But I remember, so I am on Snapchat. What What's my Snapchat thing? It's Jennie, Jennie Sharp. Is it Jennie Sharp 1125? Is that my Snapchat? I don't fucking remember my damn Snapchat. I'll have to look. I think that might be what I am. Jennie Sharp 1125. Right now it is Spirit Talk. Right now it is Spirit Talk. Readings will be back on Monday. I got off. I literally, yeah, you can be friends with me on Snapchat. Hello, Wendy. I feel it. Seriously, what is my Snapchat username? See, if I close out of this, I don't want to close out of the live yet, though. Send me a message on here, and then I'll figure out my Snap. Yeah, I got Snap. It's like Jennie Sharp, Jennie, because that's how I spell Jennie. Jennie, Jennie Sharp. It might be Jennie Sharp 1125. That might be my thing. Jojo Siwa 2468. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to I don't feel like closing out of the live right now, so I'm not everyone's gonna add me, it's fine. I got nothing posted right now. I normally post things with Gizmo, my cat. So Snapchat tends to be a lot of my Gizmo stuff. Good morning. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't have too many friends on my Snapchat. I tend to use it more with family. Just because, I mean, it's whatever. I actually, dog, cats, or nephew. Yeah, really. It's, I don't know. It's like, that is what it is. Occasionally I'll show like nature stuff. I just got off of Facebook and Instagram. Like, I took a break from it starting April 1st. And then I had decided literally 5 days into it, I was like, no, I'm done. And I've been on Facebook though since it began back in 2004. Cause Zuckerberg, we didn't go to the same school, but we graduated the same year, 2004, from college. And I remember it came up in 2004 and I was on it for like a year, got off of it for a short amount of time. And then everyone all of a sudden was like, get on Facebook. I was like, I just was. So then I went back on it. So I was on Facebook for so fucking long, but I've been getting sick of it the past couple of years. Also just getting sick of Zuckerberg. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. Yeah, I'm just done with Facebook and Insta. I really am. I don't like the way Mark has been running things, and he fully had his hand in the TikTok ban. Like, he created a whole campaign for Congress, and that to me was like the last straw. Like, that was all I needed. That was the icing on the cake to be like, nope, I'm fucking done. Like, Zuckerberg, you're a whiny little bitch. Like, you're a reptilian anyway. Knock it off. Like, no, I'm so done. So yeah, I had a business page on there. It really wasn't going anywhere. I was using it for, like, everyone I went to high school and college with. So I just left a whole lot of people. Talk about making a change. I was like, wow, I'm getting rid of my old life, literally. You do not have reptilian in you. Zuckerberg is definitely reptilian, though. He definitely is. I mean, have you seen him? It's funny. I've also, speaking of like the reptilian thing, I've been more so the past year. Good morning. Getting into more, I'll say ET, otherworldly, extraterrestrial stuff. Okay. Yeah, but that does not mean reptilian, dude. Like, do you know how many fucking species are out there? Probably well more than what the type of many species we have here on Earth. Like, also, so this, I saw a few YouTube videos, I don't remember by who now, maybe by, what's her name? Elizabeth April? I think that's her name, or April Elizabeth. It's first and middle name. I always get the two confused on the order. She was talking about, she speaks to the Galactic Federation, and that the moon is not like a solid rock. Like, it's actually hollow inside, and it houses the Galactic Federation and other councils of different intergalactic species, and that the moon is more of a satellite, like a base, also to watch a lot of us here on Earth, because Earth is a shit show, and and we need guidance. MySpace Zuckerberg, yeah, there we go. To get a tarot card guidebook. Ooh. Isn't there like a Tarot 101 book? I feel like I've seen a title literally called like Tarot 101. Or a Tarot for Dummies, literally. No, Nelly, you're totally fine. Oh, I am so blanking on the titles. I feel like though, yeah, but spiritual talk encompasses like everything. So it's like totally fine. I also actually wanted to talk about mindfulness and like mindful eating and doing things in a mindful way. But like, I feel like there's like a Tarot 101 or like a Tarot for Dummies or Tarot for Beginners. I'm blanking on the titles, but literally, I feel like you could just Google a title along those lines and it'll come up. I don't really feel there's one specific one that is better than the others. Quite honestly, I really don't. Yeah, there's not like there's not a specific one I fully recommend, only because they're all pretty much going to say the same thing. That's pretty much it. Oh, I've heard Labyrinthos. Yep. So have you guys ever done, have you guys ever done, well, so I started doing that with mindful eating. So because with the way I did it, go back to my place and I'm going to get back into nice. The way I first learned about it, I went to this it was like a 4-day retreat. It was at this, it's called Kripalu. It's out in the Berkshires here in Massachusetts. And it's a whole spiritual center and they do yoga. They've got a bunch of classes and stuff. And one of the things they do though is mindful eating, especially in the morning. They do breakfast, mindful breakfast, where literally like from the moment you step into like the cafe area to the moment you sit down at the table and you start eating, like you're quiet. You don't make a single sound. Like you don't talk. You do not talk, and you focus on everything at hand. And that's really what mindfulness is. It brings you fully into the center moment. So it's like if I'm not talking, right? If I was quiet, it's me just like focusing on the fact that I picked up this teacup and I'm taking a sip of it. And I'm focusing on what it tastes like in my mouth and how it feels going down my throat. And try it with the breakfast, okay? Try it with the breakfast where it's literally, you're just so focused on what you're doing. You don't talk though, that's just it. You don't talk, like you just, say like you have fruit in front of you. Okay, you're picking up like, if you're using a fork or whatever, picking up a fork, putting it in your mouth. Focus on what it feels like and tastes like in your mouth as it goes down your throat. Like, put it down, like take a look at what's around you. Mindfulness is very much forcing you, and it's kind of forcing you to be in the present moment. I like doing it for breakfast. I liked it so much that I'm like, oh my God, I actually genuinely love just like eating by myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have no problem eating with other people, but like, I don't know, something about it, it's just like, it's me time. It's quiet time. I don't know. It's just really nice. Okay. Yeah. 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 Well, dogs are hoping you will drop whatever you're eating. Hello. Akashic Records, Ian. So actually, I was talking to my friend Kelly about that the other day. She's getting a reading from someone who it's an Akashic record reading, and she's like, "What's Akashic Records?" I was like, "So it's basically a record of your soul." Your soul's journey, your soul's entire life, from beginning up until it ceases to exist. And I'm like, it's just another form of like a psychic reading. Getting an Akashic reading is just another form of a psychic reading. You can literally ask, like, what's coming up for you, or what's the first initial of my soulmate. Like, I'm like, it's literally like just another form of a psychic reading. And you can go back in time to look to see who you were. Like, it's just another form of it. But it's fun, though. You gotta listen how to shut up. I talk to myself all the damn time. Yep. I've done a guided meditation. I think, you know what? I haven't created it, but you can YouTube a guided meditation to go to the Akashic Library and to look into your record. Like, you can. There's a bunch of them on there. And you don't actually have to go to a reader that does it. You can just you can do it yourself. It's just you guiding yourself to a library, sitting down with a book in front of you. Yeah, any guided meditations I do, it's got to be like under 10 minutes. That's as far as like my attention span can handle. I can't, like, it's, yeah. Yep. Which I think is fine though, because a lot of guided meditations don't actually need to be as long as they are. Like, they really don't need to be. Brenda, Mondays and Thursdays are my tarot days. Today is Spirit Talk Day. And I pinned a comment on this. I don't know if it still shows up, but... but that's good. That's good, Ian. You're releasing. That's really good. I think a lot of us are in a releasing type of period right now. Like, even one of my friends had mentioned last week, she had a really like gory dream. Like, she doesn't normally dream, like, it wasn't a nightmare, but it was just gory. She's like, I don't ever have this dream. My first response, I was like, ooh, what deep thing are you releasing? And she's like, I don't think I'm releasing anything. I'm like, yeah, you fucking are. And then she like got like a reading from someone, and it mentioned something about dreams and releasing. And she goes, oh, hey, will you look at that? I'm like, no shit. I told you. 15-minute you lost yeah. Yep. What I'll do a lot is, because I love YouTube. I do. I fucking love YouTube. Good morning. I will just play a lot of the Hertz frequencies on YouTube. I'll have that playing in the background. Like, I just love, because it's just very relaxing. It's very relaxing. And you could have that playing like as you're doing anything for that matter, because you can find like 8-hour long ones. Deep trances though aren't bad. Jesus, don't listen to me. Deep trances are awesome, because when you can go that deep, you could even work down to like a cellular level, changing, healing, whatever, needs it at that time. So no, Nelly, that's good stuff. Nope, today's Spirit Talk Day. Mondays and Thursdays are the tarot days. If I decide to get back on either tonight or tomorrow, although I'm doing a lot of driving tomorrow, I will, but no guarantee. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Ian. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why, I can't, I'm not very good at meditating just by myself, like just quiet. I have to be guided because it keeps me on track. Otherwise, within 2 minutes, my mind is fucking elsewhere. Nice. Nice. And I think a lot of people, when it comes to meditation, a lot of people do get hung up on the fact that, like, you know, this, that, and the other thing enter their minds, and like, that's not a bad thing. It's like, it's okay to have thoughts and scenarios and whatever enter your mind as you're trying to meditate. It's just a matter of not, like, trying to make sure, like, you don't stay with it. It's kind of like, okay, like, I see it, like, push it away. Back to what I was doing. It's kind of helping to train, like, your focus. It's funny, technology is great, right? Technology is great. The internet is awesome. But I do feel also, because of it, one of the downsides is a lack of attention. Like, we're easily distracted and we can lose our focus to things. And I feel like that kicked into gear when the internet was created. Which also, it is my understanding that the internet was originally created. Actually, Ian, did you mention this? That it was originally created for the military, and that it got leaked. The internet was originally created for military, and then got leaked and went into this huge ass thing. So I don't. Someone had mentioned that to me, and I looked into it, and I was like, oh shit. Okay, you didn't say it. I know someone else did. I don't remember who now. And I was like, what? And I looked into it and I was like, oh, no shit. Like, that's true. Like, the internet was not for us. Well, yeah, revealed. Right. No, that's true. That's true. Everything gets revealed at the right time. Nothing is technically leaked. But yeah. Yep. That's very true. Just like, also, a lot of stuff in public today has been around, but oh, fuck yes. Oh, God, yeah. Thanks, Terry. It's a filter. It ain't real. Maybe someday it'll be real. I don't get the money for this right now, though. I don't get the money for it, so I'm going to live vicariously through a TikTok filter. When I have the money to actually get this done and the confidence to do it, because I haven't, I've highlighted my hair. Back in the day, I would dye my hair, but more of a natural color, nothing like this. I have, like, years ago, I would do random strands of, like, a teal color, but, like, random strands. They could be, like, hidden. But I have always wanted to do something, like, bold. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, Jenny, come on, it's not that hard. You can do it. Like, have the confidence. You can, but I just haven't done it. Oh, dude, that's so funny. I know, be my bad self, right? I know. And it's funny because even with, like I said, this is one of my favorite filters. Also because it makes it look so fucking real. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's good. I don't think I'd be able to do this by myself. Like, at least not initially. I would need to get it professionally done, like, at least the first time. Yeah. Also to make sure that I just really like it. I'd rather have it done professionally first. My hair takes to color very, very easily. So it wouldn't. I technically do have, it's getting cloudy right now. Maybe we are going to get some rain. Zeus. Who else did we say? Dudamitsa and Freyr. Rain, please. Rain. What was I saying? Hair stuff. Oh, I do have temporary hair color. I have a couple of bottles that I bought a few years ago. They're probably old. I probably shouldn't be ever use them because they're old. But whatever. 90% for tomorrow. Yeah. I'm in Massachusetts. I know. Tay on here, she's from Texas, and she was like, we've been getting so much. I'm like, send it over. Send it up. Send it to the Northeast, please. And they're fine. They're gods. They can handle it. I'll say thank you when it comes. Oh, you've been getting a lot of rain in Tennessee? Again, send it to the northeast. Send it up. I just want to get rid of some of the pollen. I need to die down some of this pollen. Zeus, Dudumitsa, and Freyr. 5 days of rain. It's funny though, because what was it, last week? Last week we had a good amount of rain, and I was like, yeah, you watch though. We're all going to get all the sun, then all the pollen's going to come out, and we're going to wish for rain. We're in that right now. It is disrespectful. You're in Australia? You guys are coming into winter. That's right. We're coming into summer. Oh, that would screw me up. So like my birthday is at the end of November. So end of fall for me, end of fall going into winter. If I were to ever, like around my birthday, go to Australia, that would screw me up right now because I'm so used to the weather pattern up here that to like go to the opposite, oh my God. And like, I'd be like, Christmas is warm? What? Like it would just seem so weird to me. $11 p.m. Friday night. Okay, so right now it's 9 a.m. in Massachusetts. So you're, what's that? 14 hours ahead. 14 hours ahead. Okay. At least for me, 14 hours ahead. Have you ever visited the States? I think my tea is done. It's a big place. There's definitely some good parts to the States. Our healthcare and our government are not the nicest parts to the country, but everyone else is pretty good. So I tell people outside of the States, I'm like, okay, well, our healthcare and our government are not so nice, but the people are, for the most part. Did you guys have any... Don't go to Florida. Yeah. I don't want to see Las Vegas. I want to see the nature. And it's funny, I've been to Vegas. I tell people, I'm like, Vegas is like an adult playground. So Northern California, where the redwoods are, the redwood forest and everything, that's a great area to be in. I was in there in 2019. That was actually really cool. You can go to the Grand Canyon, though I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just a big hole in the earth. I was like hung out at the Grand Canyon for like 2 hours, but I was like done after 10 minutes. I was like, all right, I've seen it. Walk like a mile and it wouldn't matter. This landscape is the same. Go to Hawaii. Oh God, Maui is my favorite. I love Hawaii so much. I do. I love it. We do need a new government. You're going? I love it, Ian. Ian, it's a adult playground. Arizona's really nice. I've been there for Sedona a couple of times. Yeah, North and South Carolina. I would say if you're gonna come to Massachusetts, see, I'm not much of a city person, so like I actually don't even care to go into Boston, to be honest. Like I don't care about a damn city. Coming up to Salem is always a good time, especially in the fall. And being out in the Berkshires, that is all nature. Berkshires is really nice. Are you? Oh, I only did like 4 days in Vegas. Yeah, 6 is a little too much. Good morning. Salem's good. Utah for our spiritual retreat. Very nice. Salem's a good time. I mean, I go up, I live an hour south of there, so I'll be probably heading up there in the next like week or two anyways, just for the hell of it. I want to go to Alabama. Oh, the sweet home Alabama. You should. Then you should. I haven't been to Alabama. You should though. Why not? Yep. Oh, he's from Providence. Okay. Providence is all of like 40 minutes from me. My sister lives in downtown Houston. I'm just not a city person. I'm just really not. The one city I don't mind is Honolulu in Hawaii, because literally everything in Hawaii is a much slower pace. All right. It's just much slower. It's much more peaceful. Other than that, like and New York City is okay. New York City is easier, far fucking easier to get around than Boston. Oh my fucking God. Like Boston, like New York City is a grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they got numbers, east, west. New York City is easy to navigate. Boston is like, fuck you. Like, just fuck you. Oh my God, I don't like going into Boston. The energy is too high for me. It's too hectic. People are like mean, especially the drivers. Like, oh my God, the stress sweat, if I have to like go in and out of Boston, the stress sweat. Oh my God, like my back is sweating because I just don't like it. Ugh. Yeah. Right? It's so different. It's so different. This is why, like, I love, like, even here in Massachusetts, like, okay, I'm more on the southeast side of Massachusetts. I love being out in the Berkshires. I love being central Western Mass. It is just open. It's more green. It's just, there's less people. Like, it's just, it's not so people-y. Like, it's just, like, it just feels nicer out there. Yeah, Rhode Island, yes. Yeah, Providence. Providence can be just as busy as Boston, though I feel like Providence is probably just a little bit nicer than Boston. But best place for that country redneck laid backness. Ooh. Okay, definitely one of the southern states, that's for sure. Honestly, for all you know, it probably is like Alabama. Or maybe like Tennessee. It's funny, I didn't, any rural area, Georgia is nice, yeah. I actually just don't care for Florida. So I've been down to Florida for like at least 5 times already. Like I've been to Orlando, I've been to St. Pete, I've been to Tampa, I've been to Daytona. Like I've been down to Florida more than once. And I think there's something about the energy of Florida I don't connect to. Like I just genuinely don't like Florida itself. The people are nice. I've never had a bad experience. It's just there's something about Florida itself I just don't connect to. My energy does not mesh with Florida. Like if someone were to ask me like, oh, hey, do you want to take a trip down to Florida? No. Like, don't even have to think that. Like, don't even have to think that over. I'm like, no, I'm all set. Like, Florida's just not for me. Yeah. Yeah, Nelly, I believe that. Yep. He hates Florida. There's a lot going on in Florida right now. It's funny, as for like here, places in the US, there isn't really like one specific place I've been wanting to visit. I'd rather travel like to Ireland. Ireland, England, like Europe. I'd rather travel Australia even. Like I'd rather just travel outside of the country. If I move to warmer weather, it will be Maui. Like I literally will not accept anything less. It will be Maui if I move to a warmer climate. I mean, unless I happen to meet someone like in freaking Australia. Well, no, because that's not technically, they have all 4 seasons. Depends on where you're at. You've been to more countries than states. Like you should travel in your own country first. Right, though? I know, I'm trying to think, did I actually even really travel within my own country first? I mean, a little bit, I guess, not much. Not much, yeah. Yeah, the West Coast ain't bad. I'm trying to think where else I've been. What other places on this globe that I've been to? Canada. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Amsterdam and Paris. I've been to Egypt, Jordan and Qatar, or Qatar. It's pronounced both ways. I had I had an hour and a half layover in Iceland, but that was just at the airport. I can't really count that. My dad and my sister, though, they've actually been to Iceland. I don't know if I want to visit all the states, but I do think it's good. You've lived in Peru. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's very cool. I don't know if I want to visit all the states. I do feel travel is important though. What? Megan, what do you mean you've barely been out of your own city? Oh, honey, hop in your car and just drive. Just hop in your car and go. I do feel travel is important, even as part of your spirituality, though. I will say that. Only because it opens you up to just new people, new culture, new way of life. It opens you up. It doesn't, whereas if you literally just always stay like in the same state, in the same city, like you're boxing yourself in. And I feel that energy tends to box you in other ways as well. Single mom of 4 kids. Okay, yeah. Yeah. All right, Megan, we need to find you a wealthy husband. Someone who has got no problem paying for things. We gotta find you a wealthy husband. We gotta find you a sugar daddy. Mm-hmm. And I've never been down to DC. Find me one too. Right? Same. By the way, universe. Megan down in Australia needs this. Taylor down in Texas needs this. Myself needs this. Yeah, you don't need a man-child. I've already been with enough man-childs. I don't need them. Oh, looks like you have a fake account sending you a friend request. Beautiful! Oh. That's funny. That's how I feel about a lot of places here in the US, Tay. Like, okay, I've been there. It's good. Like, that's actually how I feel, believe it or not, about going to the Grand Canyon. I've been there. I don't need to go again. I'm like, okay. Yeah, once you've been, like, okay, it's cool. Yeah. I want to, the boat tour is cool. I want to go to, it's out in England. What is it? Oh my God. Stonehenge. I do want to visit Stonehenge, though. I do want to visit Stonehenge. That is one of the places. If you were to Google chakras of Earth, it will, and you can Google, like, just find a Google image of the chakras of the planet, and it will show you different areas. Like, so technically, I've actually already been to 2 of the chakras. So the throat chakra is the pyramids in Egypt. Mount Shasta in California is the root chakra. Yeah, but Ian, I mean, spiritual talk is talking about anything. So I always leave it open for that. I don't mind just like talking about this, that, and the other thing. as to late night can't sleep Google list. Yes, no, literally though, literally. So I believe is it Glastonbury tour is the heart chakra of the planet. Either Australia has one or New Zealand. It's right around there, has another chakra point, I believe. There is an image of the chakras of the planet. And I'm like, I want to, and I didn't even realize I've already been to 2 of them. I didn't even realize it. So now I'm like, I've got 5 more to go. I'm doing it. And me and my Sagittarian nature loves to travel anyway, so I'm like, hell yeah, bucket list. I have always wanted to visit though, Kathmandu in Nepal. Like I've always wanted to visit Kathmandu. Also because of a Marvel movie, Doctor Strange, I believe starts out in Kathmandu. And yeah, I've got a whole list of places I want to go. I do. Right. So again, universe, the rich hubby, the rich hubby. My dad and my sister saw the Northern Lights in Iceland. So I follow this woman on YouTube. Her name's Jonna Jinton, Jonna Jinton, Jonna Jinton. She's super popular. She lives in Sweden, and she just posted a video of the Northern Lights in. Oh my fucking God! Like, oh my God! You guys have to YouTube her. She's got like over 4 million subscribers. She's so popular, but she is just such a genuine soul. Oh my God! Universe, send me money, please. Yes. Yes. However the money wants to come in. My sister's been to the Amalfi Coast. Ooh, an Antarctic cruise would be nice. My sister Jill did say that she loved the Amalfi Coast. That was actually really beautiful. Let's just, universe, let's go. Send us the money. Show us the money. I feel like, what's that, Jerry Maguire? Or show me the money. Is that what he was screaming in that movie? Or something like that? I don't know, something like that. Right? Something like that. Ooh. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, do it up. I admit, I mean, I like lemon, but I don't have it often. I feel like I should though. I also feel like I should get the word should out of my vocabulary because should is an obligation. Oh my God, you love lemons that much. You have a tattoo. Oh my God, I fucking love it. I love it. Lemons are very healthy though. So that's okay. Actually, you got a lemon as part of your username. Tay Sun Lemon. That is that's literally one of like the emojis you got there. I love it. Oh, a citrus enthusiast. I dig it. I dig it. I'm a chocolate enthusiast. I'm a chocoholic. Well, I can't really say a chocoholic, but yeah. Oh, you like lime over lemon? Lime's good too, though. I believe, where is it? Is it in Mexico? There's a country that they don't differentiate between lime and lemons. They just call them like citrus. They consider limes and lemons like the same thing. Fight me if I'm wrong. Hello. Today is Spirit Talk Day. We've talked about mindfulness. We're on the subject of lemons at the moment. We've talked about travel, the Aurora Borealis. We've talked about a lot of stuff. The weather. We've talked about the weather. 10 more topics added to my Google list. Oh, Megan, honey, get some sleep. Especially if you've got work in the morning. Get some sleep. Oh. I hope you have all the good dreams. I hope you have all the good dreams. I just heard something. I don't know what that was. What the hell am I hearing? All right, I don't know what's going on outside. It's fine. Good night, Megan. Good night. Happy early Mother's Day. Yes, that's right. Happy early Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to like all the moms out here. It's a filter. I love this filter. One of my friends literally went the other day, you Virgos. Hello. I know when I get the money, I am probably going to do it like this. This is literally one of my favorite filters. It is. I love this filter. I really do. And I'm creative enough, but I can't say I'm skilled really enough to be able to do this on my own, at least the first time. So I'll have to get it done professionally first. You're welcome, Megan. Jackie, hello. Jackie, this is spiritual talk. We're talking about, well, right now we're talking about the filter I have going on with my hair, but yeah, I don't get the skill set right now to be able to fade it into the colors. I'm better off getting it done when I have the money. When I have the money. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. You did. You missed the Lemon Zuckerberg MySpace. That's right. That's what else we talked about. That's right. Oh, I do miss MySpace though. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking do. Okay. I mean, AIM was good too though. We talked about AIM. Hell yeah, MySpace. Because what started it, Nisi, was that I had mentioned Discord and how I'm actually going to look into getting on Discord. And I was like trying to understand it. And it's kind of like a group chat, much like AIM. And then from AIM, we went to MySpace and like Facebook. Like it's so, yeah. So yeah. All right, I'll look into Discord. It's funny because a few weeks ago, maybe it was you who mentioned it on here. Someone had mentioned it to me. And then literally yesterday, someone messaged me and was like, we need a spiritual talk community. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like on Discord. And I was like, oh my God, Discord came back into my vortex again. I was like, and then so I follow an astrologer on here, and she posted a video, like, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, and was like, hey, so what opportunity presented itself to you 3 weeks ago at the start of the eclipse season? And I was like, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, I don't know what opportunity that was. She goes, because now's a good time to actually look into it and revisit it again. And I that video stuck in my head, and then I got the message yesterday for Discord, and I was like, oh my God, that's the opportunity, because that was first mentioned to me like 3 weeks ago. Tay, you first mentioned it to me like 3 weeks ago at the start of eclipse season. So I'm like, all right, there's a reason it's being presented to me. I clearly got to look into it. So I'll look into it today. Today I'll look into it though, because tomorrow I got to do a lot of driving around tomorrow. You're planting the seeds. I love seeing some of these comments that come through. She's a troublemaker. She's not a troublemaker. Angel. It just depends on if you're working with the angel or the devil. Which shoulder you're going to listen to, right? It's fine. Does anyone else? That's right, both. Why not? Right? Balance. That's called balance. We all got to have a balance in our lives. Is there anything that anyone like had any questions on anything? Just being mindful. I dig it. I like how you did that. Is there anything that you guys wanted to talk about or had like any questions or anything specific? Even like before I got on this, I was like, I couldn't quite tell what we were gonna like really talk about today. I just knew I wanted to mention a little something about mindfulness or like mindful eating. Hello. Trying to joke and flirt. The best practice that you can do to strengthen your intuition, honest to God, is just to not second guess like whatever you get, whatever you feel, or whatever, thought you have in your head. But I do feel that the more you second guess something, the more you actually like block it, the more you hinder it from expanding and strengthening. So it's literally just a matter of trusting, like just going with it. Like, oh, this is what I'm getting. Okay, fine. Like you just don't second guess it. I was trying to ship us. Because intuition has no anxiety attached to it. Hello. Intuition has no anxiety attached to it. It's no like, oh my God, could this happen? Intuition is very much like, this is what it is. And it also comes sort of with like a peaceful type of feeling to it. Also, if you have, thank you for that. Also, if you have to, if you really have to like think about something, then that's not your intuition. That is just your intellectual or ego mind. Gut feeling. Yep. That's just, you just get a gut feeling. But like, it is what it is. Like that's just your gut feeling. There's usually no emotion that is generally attached to it. Well, I hope the meeting goes well. Hopefully it's not one of those that, oh, you wish it could be an email instead. Have a great day, honey. Have a good weekend. Mercury retrograde. Okay. So 3, it's a group meeting. Okay. Well, that should be a little more lively. I drank my tea already. So Mercury retrograde. So Mercury goes retrograde 3 or 4 times a year. Usually it's 3. But a few years ago it was 4 times. And it usually does so for about 3 weeks at a time. And it's the orbit itself, just so you know, like it's not like the planet goes backwards. The planet doesn't actually go backwards. It slows its orbit so that the Earth ends up moving in front of it for a few weeks' time, and then it comes back around. So, but when that happens, it can affect people in multiple ways. Anything to do, especially with communication, knowledge, even imagination, expansion, intellectually wise. Like for some, depending on, I think, even what sign Mercury in your chart is, It can affect you even on an emotional front. It totally depends on the sign and, like I said, where it is in the chart. And for that, you would have to look into astrology more for that. Like right now, this year, Mercury retrograde is going through the earth signs. So a lot of earth placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, will tend to be hit harder than the others. I remember when a couple years ago when it was going through the fire signs, and especially when I got to Sagittarius, because I'm a Sagittarius, I remember I was actually just very like emotionally drained. Like I was just like, the fuck? Like, shit's hitting me. I don't like it. Thankfully, it's only temporary though. Yeah, it's almost over. It's over in it's like over on the 14th. Been up and down energy. Yeah. Yep. What's your sign? Because I know if you've got, like I said, earth sign placements in your chart, especially if it's in like the top 3, your sun, moon, and rising, it will, oh, you're a Libra. Okay. I have a Libra rising. Well, if you have any earth placements somewhere in your chart, it makes you want to fight. And don't forget, you're getting very combative, Ian. You're a Capricorn. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I find that like whatever element the sign is going through, retrograde is going through, it will affect the elements of that in your chart. So this year it's earth sign. So the next time it's retrograde will be, unfortunately, right around Ian's birthday for Virgo season. And then it'll be Capricorn season. And if you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, you will actually feel the disruption of it a little more so than some other people. Like this retrograde hasn't actually really affected me that much. A little bit, I've had like hiccups regarding technology, like emails not sending, coming off and on TikTok, like all of a sudden, like, oh, all of a sudden it just wouldn't work. Like I've had more technology miscommunication happening the past few weeks. For me, for whatever reason though, and I don't know why this is, doesn't matter what sign Mercury retrograde is in, doesn't matter when it is, I always feel the effects of Mercury retrograde a week before it actually starts, and I finish it up a week before it actually ends. I always feel it a week early. I don't know why, but I've noticed that it's always like that for me, and I'm like, well, all right, I'm starting it early, but I finish it before everyone else. I don't fucking know. Good morning. Yep, Fab. Yep. Because because a spiritual awakening, honey, is breaking down your walls and any blocks and guards that you've put up, and you are expanding. Your consciousness is expanding. Yep. So you're basically being introduced to it. You're being introduced to it. So it's gonna affect you in some way, shape, or form. It really is. It just is. And if you kind of know, like when you know it's coming up, so the next time I said it comes up, it's gonna be Virgo. I don't know the exact day. Okay, I don't know the exact day. But if you kind of know of it ahead of time, I feel like you can sort of mentally prepare yourself. I find that actually people's true color. Yep, it's true. It's true. Also, I find not every Mercury retrograde, okay, but a good chunk of them, I find exes, romantic ex-partners will come back into a person's life, which is not always a bad thing though, because retrogrades aren't a bad thing. Retrograde starts with RE, okay, so re. So retrogrades usually are good to reflect, review, reevaluate people in your life, job in your life, like your life in general, okay? A retrograde of any kind, quite honestly, but definitely Mercury, because it goes in and out within a matter of a few weeks. It's a good time to review, reflect, reevaluate. And you can take all 3 weeks to do it if you want to, or just, if you happen to know right away, like, oh no, this isn't really what I want, then that's okay. It's also a very good time to also rejuvenate and restore yourself as well. Sometimes during a Mercury retrograde, it'll feel like we've hit a wall. And sometimes hitting a wall is not a bad thing. Walls can be there to lean on. That just means you gotta take a break. You gotta step back from whatever it is you were doing or worrying about. Oh, your ex didn't come back. That's why you're sad. It's funny. I literally thought an ex of mine was going to be coming back right now. Also because he's a Taurus and just he had a birthday at the end of April, but I didn't reach out to him and because we're not together. So I was actually expecting him to come back, and he actually surprisingly hasn't. Also, I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that. Nothing bad. I just don't. We're not on the same page, but yeah. Yeah, it ends on 5/14. You'll tend to still feel the effects. You could still feel the effects of it even up to a week later. I don't tend to. Also, though, I also do kind of sometimes think it is a little bit mind over matter. I do. There's been a few Mercury retrogrades where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't even care. It's not going to affect me this time. I just literally don't care. And those were the ones where it didn't. And I think it's because I sort of made that intention where I was just like, no, I don't fucking care about it. Nope, I'm not giving into that energy. I just wasn't, I was like, no. So I don't know. Sometimes I think mind over matter as well. Ah, okay. Patricia, do you know your moon sign? It's true, Terry, you do. You got to have a very strong mentality. Because I'm telling you, the mind can make a heaven out of a hell or a hell out of a heaven. Okay, so because your moon sign, good morning, your moon sign it usually depicts your emotions. I'm a Sagittarius sun, but my moon is in Pisces. If you were to go to astro.com, hello. If you were to go to astro.com, you can it's free. You type in all your birth information, and you can get up your birth chart, and from there it'll show you your moon sign, and what house it's in, and you can just Google that. And I'm a Sag. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm a Sag sun. I'm a Libra rising and Pisces moon. She got mad again, JT. Well, JT, so today's Spirit Talk Day. You'll hear from her, JT. You'll hear from her. Let me see. You ordered an opal necklace. Should you cleanse it? That's up to you. I'm going to be honest. I don't cleanse everything that I get. Also because I think I'm just one of those lazy people. So if you want to cleanse it, go for it. Or if you want, you can leave it out, leave it on your windowsill so that the sun catches it, but then so does the moon catches it as well. That's fully cleansing it for you. That's just leaving it on the windowsill, and that's fine to do. What does it mean when you have a sign in your moon or in the house? You're welcome. So your moon will have a sign attached to it. All the planets, the sun, I have a sun in Sagittarius. My rising is Libra. So Libra was rising above, this constellation Libra was rising above the horizon when I was born. Moon was stationed in Pisces, the constellation Pisces when I was born. Mercury and Venus were both stationed in Sagittarius for me when I was born. Mars stationed in Capricorn. So it depends on the sign that your moon was stationed in And regarding the house, the astrology chart, I don't have all the houses memorized. I really don't. You'll have to look up on the astrology chart and literally just Google what each of the houses represent. I know the first house represents the self. The second house represents material possessions and money. I think the seventh house is relationships and partnerships. I don't remember all the houses. And then you can literally just Google, like for me, like, what does it mean? Moon in Pisces, fourth house. And then I'm telling you right now, Google's going to have so many freaking articles that you can look up and it'll tell you what that means. So I just you can create a free account on astro.com, astro.com. And you just type in your birth information, like, cause you got to know, you should know your exact birth time. Okay. And then, your birth date and the town you were born in. And then you can pull that up and you can click on or enter that in, and then you can click on chart or like it'll draw a chart or whatever, and it'll pull up your astrological chart and where all the placements are, like what all the placements are. But it's just a matter of like, when you were born, the exact moment of your birth, where the planets were in what constellations in the sky, in the solar system, And then there's meanings attached to that. So like I have a Pisces moon, and I believe my moon is in the fourth house. Don't quite remember what the fourth house means. Maybe family. I think it has to do with family. But Pisces moons, Pisces is a water sign. Pisces can go very deep. They're fish. They can go very deep with their emotions. They also do know how to go with the flow. Pisces is also a very intuitive energy. Same with Sagittarius, so it doesn't surprise me given who I am. And given the work that I've been doing. So yeah. Like Sagittarius is, sort of the philosopher, the free spirit, the traveler, the wanderer. Well, so the Capricorns are known as the workhorse of the zodiac family. You guys know how to work, and you know how to work well, which is not a bad thing. So yeah, there's a lot to astrology. I'm not an astrologer. I've just been kind of learning it over the years, like just from getting astrology readings and just kind of, following people. Gemini, so you're my sister sign. You're my opposite. So you're a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. Okay. And I'm assuming, is that Virgo rising, I'm assuming? All right, so it can affect. Do you at least know the general time of when you were born? Only because like the moon switches signs very quickly. The moon can switch from one sign to another within like a 48-hour period. It should also be listed on your birth certificate. The exact time is usually listed on your birth certificate. Because it's sort of, yeah, there's the moon, I believe, moves signs very quickly out of all the planets and stuff like that. But if you at the very least know the general, or know maybe the hour that you were born in, then that's still really good, I think. You have to see like what degree. It'll show you that on the chart too, a degree that it's in. Oh, you're from Mexico and your birth certificate doesn't mention that. Okay. Your mom or your dad might know. Moms tend to know, but your dad might know as well. Or if he at least, like I said, or if at least he knows, oh, your mom passed. Okay. If he knows a general time frame. Otherwise, if you don't know it, usually putting in noon, 12 p.m., that's what an astrologer will generally do if they don't have your specific exact birth time. They'll just usually put in noon with the understanding, okay, you think it's in the morning, okay, with the understanding it's possible that the moon sign could be different given the degree that it's in, okay, just so you know. Because I believe there's, how many degrees go through a sign in a house? It's around 30 degrees. I could be, 30, 28, 29, or maybe 35 degrees. I feel like it's up around there. Where like a planet and a sign could be, like your moon could be, I'm just saying, moon, just for me as an example, moon in Pisces, 4 degrees. Moon in Pisces, 28 degrees. Like it depends. It's just a position where it is in the sky in relation to where you were when you were born. But astrology is like, you're welcome. Astrology, there's a lot to astrology, and I've been finding like, and I see, and this is actually starting to bother me, and I really it shouldn't bother me, but it's starting to bother me. So like, like you'll see, memes or videos, and these are the worst signs to date. These are the worst signs to get into an argument with. Like, these are the worst signs for this, or a Sagittarius doesn't know how to commit. Bull fucking shit, okay? And I can say that, one, because I'm a Sagittarius, because I know a whole lot of other Sagittarians who fucking love to commit. We just don't want to commit to someone who's fucking toxic and unhealthy. But like, I hate seeing all that stuff. Like, even from astrologers. And I'm like, if you're an astrologer, you should know there are actually no bad signs. There are no bad signs, and that people need to just not look solely at the sun sign. Here I am going on a rant. This is my soapbox. I'm getting all upset by it. You don't need to look at just someone's sun sign to know if you're going to work out with them. It totally is dependent on a person's like moon sign, Mercury, Venus, Mars. Like, it literally depends on other placements in the chart, because that's what also makes up a person. Also, nature versus nurture, right? How someone has grown up. Let's be serious. That totally plays a role. But like, I hate though, like, especially seeing astrologers who are like, ooh, if you're in a relationship with these top 6 signs, good for you. No, fuck off, dude. Every sign is dateable. Every sign is good. Like, I just, Ian, you just had a bad experience with a Gemini. Listen, not all Geminis are like that. Just like my very first experience, literally my very first relationship, and it was not, it was an abusive one, was with a Virgo. I swore off and Ian, you're a Virgo. I swore off Virgos for years because of one guy. And that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, I had a bad relationship with a Pisces. He's very narcissistic. But I don't swear off Pisces, because I'm like, okay, really, Jennie, like, let's be mature. Not all Pisces are like that. Not all Virgos are like that. Not all Geminis are like that. And after my ex, I'm thinking about banning water signs. I'm not gonna lie. I have said, I'm like, no, you Cancers. I don't know if I can be with a Cancer. Exactly. The Pisces you dated was also a narcissist. Yep. Terry, I actually think no, it's true. There's no, it's just people who just aren't for you. Like you just don't match up with some people. But also, like, that's okay. Like, you're not meant to match up with everyone. Otherwise, like literally, how are you going to learn shit? Like, let's be serious. How are you going to learn stuff? We only ever really learn anything through going like through like a difficult situation. Do we not? If everything was, you know, cupcakes and rainbows all the damn time, what would we learn? What would we learn? We wouldn't learn anything. That's right, Ian. How to make more cupcakes. See, yes, that is true. We would learn how to make more cupcakes in multiple flavors. That just made my day. That just made my day. Ooh, cookies and tacos. Listen, Sagittarians are fucking awesome. Let's be serious. We know how to get a group going. Dude, tacos and stuff is good. Tell me about me. Okay. Oh man, what do you want to know? I am 40 years old. I am. I will be 41 at the end of November, though I've been told by multiple people I look like I am goddamn 25. And now I'm sure this filter that I have on doesn't help. Yep. I am the oldest of 3. Called Sagittal. I have not heard that. We can though, if you get us going. We can though. Especially if you got a Sagittarius Mercury. Yeah, we can. Thank you. Let's see, I got a younger brother and sister. I have a cat named Gizmo. He's my baby. I really want to move out of my house, but I don't have the money right now. I'm okay with passing for my 20s. I am okay with this. I am a youthful old soul. Let's see. I'm a Sagittarius, and literally half my chart is Sagittarius. I've also got like 3 Libra placements as well. My dream home, literally this is my dream home, and I am going to have it. I want to live in like a witchy Hobbit style cottage out in the middle of the forest somewhere, or just if it doesn't have to be in a forest, but I have to be around like trees. It has to be like on an acre or 2. I need some space, and I want to have a labyrinth and a big garden, and my house will have a wood burning fireplace. I do not do gas fireplaces, and I am so adamant about that. And it will be solar powered. That is about as bougie as I'm gonna get. It will be solar powered. And those solar panels will not be attached to the house because that is not aesthetically pleasing. When did I started? So I actually, when I was 16, for my 16th birthday, I had an old friend of mine. She actually, for my birthday gift, she gave me the Rider-Waite tarot deck. I didn't connect with it. And I actually parted with it a few years ago. I just did not connect with it. But in college, I got an Oracle deck, Healing with the Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and I connected with that. And I would pull a few, so I was 20-ish. I would pull some cards like for me or like for a few friends or whatever. I didn't have the confidence to read people, and I don't know. I wasn't even sure if like I was to get into it, like whatever. And then how old was I? 26? I was in mid-20s. I took a class to be able to read cards. Because literally I had a reading from someone, and someone literally was like, "Why aren't you doing this work?" First words out of her mouth, "Why aren't you doing this work?" And I was like, I don't know, because I don't know. I'm scared to read people. Like, I don't know, because I was scared of being wrong or whatever. And she's like, no, take a class on this. And she's directed me to someone who had literally 3 weeks later had a class going and had 1 spot left open. So I was like, ooh, look at that, divine timing. And that's when I fully got into it. So I was around 26-ish. when I professionally got into it. Right? Something like that. Or no, maybe I'm off in the 2010. When the hell was how old was I when I was 2010? 2010. I don't know how old I was. I was 20 something. So yeah, that's when I actually got into it professionally. Prior to that, years prior was just personally. I love a wood burning fireplace. I do. All right, Ian, no problem. When was my first memory of being psychic? I don't know if this is my first memory of it, but it is one that sticks out in my mind. I was in college, okay, and this one caught me very off guard. I was in college and I was talking on AIM, okay, because here I am dating myself, AIM, okay, talking on AIM to this kid that so I was a junior. I was a junior in college. I don't think I was a sophomore. I think I was a junior in college. And he had just graduated high school. I was friends with him, but he was a couple years younger than me. And we were talking on AIM, and I remember it was right around now, springtime. It was like the end of April. And he was saying how him and his friends, they were in a band. They were driving out to Indianapolis. I believe it was Indianapolis. And because something about the band. He was going to meet with a producer or something. And in my head, I thought to myself, when he said like, oh yeah, he was going in June. Okay. He was going like middle of June. And he's like, yeah, I'm going out, like, whatever the date it was, June 16th. And in my head, I thought, not if you're dead. Literally, that was my fucking thought. Not if you're dead. And I stopped like myself. I was sitting at the computer and I was like, why the fuck would I think that? Like, where did that come from? It caught me so off guard, but I was just like I let it go. I was like, okay, whatever, finished talking to him. Literally 2 months later, I was home. It was June, so college was out, for the year, for the summer, and I was home, and all of a sudden, my mom comes to me and she starts crying, and she's like, and because it was in the local paper, she's like, oh my God, Jennie, she goes, you need to sit down for this, and I was like, what? And my friend Matt, who I had spoken to, several times, whatever, the one that I was speaking to that day, he died in a car accident 1 week prior to when he was supposed to drive out to Indianapolis. And I remember sitting on my living room couch and being like, and I remember thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking to myself like, oh my God, I knew he was going to die. Like, and that's just a memory. That's just a memory that has always stuck out in my mind. And he was such a good kid. Oh my, he was so nice. He was so young. He was like 18 or something like that. Like when he died, something like that. Oh my God. Like, so that is just one memory I have that has never left me ever. I'm sure I've had prior to that, I'm sure I've had some other psychic things, but that is just one. That is one. I just can't. Yeah. So yeah, I knew when someone was gonna die. But since then, I wanted to know, because I used to be very close with my grandmother. Her and I, my father's mother, so my father's side, her and I share a birthday. But in 2012, her health really started to decline. And about 6 months prior to her death, I wanted to know, I meditated. I wanted to know when she was going to die, purposely, because I wanted to emotionally prepare for it. And I remember I got 2 dates. I got January 2nd and January 13th. And now those were just, but intuition comes in the form of thoughts. it comes into the form of random thoughts. Like I wasn't looking for it. It just popped into my head. So when I was meditating about my grandmother passing, I got 2 dates in my head, January 2nd and, oh, thank you for that, and January 13th. And I was like, my grandma, she's 90, like she's 92 years old. She can't possibly be dying twice. And as it turns out, and so I didn't understand why I got 2 dates in my head. As it turns out, though, she did die on January 2nd. That was the first date I got. On January 13th, I ended up getting a ring of hers. So I was like, that's what January 13th was. So yeah. Yep. Intuition will come in the form of random thoughts. It'll come in the form of an image in your mind. It'll come in the form of just a feeling, like a gut feeling. It'll come in the form of just, yeah. There's a lot of ways intuition comes in. That I would say that is the main ways that it comes in. And I remember though, when I was thinking, so back in college, I remember thinking like when I was sitting there, and because literally when a thought came in, like it was just like, not if you're dead. Like it came in so, like this is just is. Like it just is. Like it was like a thought that like it took me a second because it surprised me about the fact, that I even just had that thought. But I remember the feeling when it came in, like it was just like, this is what it is. Like it was just, yeah, that's probably the best way for me to describe it. Well, no, that can be it too, though. That literally, yes. That literally can be it too. It can come in multiple ways. It's just a matter of what you're open to. What you're open to. I am naturally someone who has a very active imagination, and I visualize so unbelievably well. Like you tell me to visualize something, I'll visualize it within a second. So I have a very active imagination. So I think for me, clairvoyance, which is seeing things in my mind or having the thoughts, that is the easiest way for me to access my intuition. Also though, in the past several years, I've been picking up more feeling vibes, more gut feeling vibes, but at least initially for me, no, very much, it's because I think I can just naturally visualize so well. So that's how it is best coming to me. I don't normally. I've sort of put that filter on. I don't. If I'm giving a regular psychic reading to someone, I may pick up on someone who has passed. And if so, I'll mention, what I'm getting or what I'm seeing or whatever, but I don't normally. I think because I think there's a little fear attached to it. I think like if I'm by myself, like right now, like all I have is just me and my cat are home right now. If I literally just saw a ghost like right now, I would freak the fuck out. Because I'm alone. I would freak the fuck out. Oh my God. So I have this weird fear, like I don't ever want a ghost to pop up in my car when I'm driving, like, because I will crash and then I will probably become a ghost, like myself. Like, so I have like a weird fear where I'm like, you dead people, I know you're around, but you just stay over there unless I want to say hi to you. There has been a few times though where I have physically heard someone next to me saying something and they weren't there. So that I have heard. So I've had that happen more so than actually seeing them. Yes, it'll come through like in my mind. I'll see them in my mind. it's been, I mean, I've spoken to like my grandmother, I don't even know how many times. It tends to be people I know. Or like I said, if I am giving just a regular psychic reading to someone and there is a message or two that does come through, then fine. That's not all the time though. That's kind of rare. I've taken mediumship classes, but I'm kind of just whatever with it. I'm just kind of whatever with it. Like I don't, it's a filter. Thank you. It's one of my favorite filters because it looks so real. I know. When I get the money, I think I'm gonna do it. So, but all right. I think I'm gonna get off of this in a minute. I've been talking for well over 90 minutes at this point. I can feel it. I know it looks real, right? I know. I love it. I just need to get the money and the confidence to actually wear something like this outside of the house. I did get a little nervous about that, but it's all right. I probably will one of these days though, because I like it a lot. And I can't do it. I'm creative, but I don't have the skill set to fade it into the colors like that. Hello. Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day as well. Let me see here. Hold on one second. Okay. And Michael, I know you just got on, but I was just about to get off the live. Unless you have any questions regarding spiritual anything, I can answer your question before I get off. Oh, I do have, let me get rid of that. Okay. Ooh, that's a very good, ooh, that is a good question. Ooh. Ooh, you stumped me with this question. Hold on. Okay. No, I've never been asked that question. Ooh, and I like this one. It's quantum physics. I love quantum shit. Yeah, because you know what? Everything is energy. Everything. Every single thing is energy. So I feel that my abilities are closely tied to quantum physics. I don't know if they're really tied to a painful childhood. I can't say I've had a really painful child. I had a sheltered childhood. I will say that. I do have a narcissistic mother who's very overprotective. But I've healed a good chunk of my mother wound. So I don't want to say I've had such a painful childhood now. So I don't know if it's really tied to it. Yeah. There's a lot of things I find, Michael, I've had to unlearn a lot of stuff as an adult, that you learn as a child, which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I've literally, so I had this, session done. I had a QHHT session done with someone. It's like a really deep type of trance regression guided meditation thing. And we discussed, I wanted to look into the connection of a few people, and I wanted to know about the connection between me and my mother. Because being that I'm the firstborn, also, I sort of bared the brunt of the overprotectiveness. And the very first thing that I learned with my connection was through my mother, I'm learning how not to be. I was learning how not to be, plus also some generosity, but that's fine, whatever. So through my mother, that's one of the reasons I was born into this family, is to learn how not to be. And that sort of hit me like a ton of bricks, but it was kind of like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. It's funny, even as an adult now, I have to rebel a little bit against her. She's very demanding. So I've had to put up the boundaries. Boundaries are fucking important. Holy shit. And that's a lifelong lesson for sure. Yeah, you have to unlearn to relearn. Oh, it's so true. My God, it is so true. It is so true. And also, you said, could I give up some tips on how to strengthen your intuition? Literally just trusting. Literally just trusting whatever you get. I mean it. Whatever you get, whatever gut feelings you get, whatever random thoughts you get, like, you just have to trust. Trust is the biggest thing regarding your intuition. Because if you keep second guessing, forget it. You're going to keep putting, you're going to keep hindering it. Yes. Tay, you jumped back on. I haven't left yet. I was about to, and then someone else came on and asked me some questions. Unlearning the programming. Yes. Correct. Yep. Yep, it's true. Thoughts that you know just aren't you. It's more than likely not you. Correct. Yep. A spirit guide or just, or even your higher self. You're welcome, Michael. You're very welcome. But anything, I like your first question though, dude. I will say that. I like your first question. Everything is energy. So anything even psychic and spiritual, that's energy. Quantum stuff, that's energy. Going interdimensional, hell yes. Like, I love all of that. Like, oh yeah. I anything here in the spiritual realm, I fucking love. I fucking love it. Yes, like, go deep. Hell yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. And like, I'm not an expert. I will not say I'm an expert in anything, because my interests, especially in the spiritual realm is just so vast, right? There's just so much that, like, you can't possibly learn it all. But I'm like, ooh, well, this interests me. Let me learn a little bit here. Ooh, this interests me. Let me learn a little bit here. So it's like, I feel like I'm one of those people that knows a little bit about a lot of stuff, but I can't say I'm like a full out expert. And I learn a lot through my own experiences, truly. That goes for, I think, for everyone. Never mind the book stuff, and reading things online or whatever. You learn a lot more through the experiences you have than anything else. Yeah, you're more in the spiritual realm than here in the 3D. It's a fun place to play. It's a fun place to play, for sure. So, all right. If there's any last questions, then I am going to get off. I've been on this for quite some time. I think I'm going on now close to 2 hours. This is the longest spirit talk I've done. Woof! That's probably why I can feel it in my throat. What is that? I just received. I don't know what that is. Okay. Yes, it's been fun. Have a wonderful day, guys. I don't know if I'll get on later to pull cards or tomorrow. I'm not sure. If I don't, Monday morning. Strengthening your intuition, just trusting. Yes, have a wonderful Venus day. Absolutely. Trusting your intuition. That is literally the best thing. Also, what you could do, ask for signs from like the universe or whatever. Ask for signs from the universe. Be like, you simply could ask, like, I want to see a blue butterfly to let me know I'm on the right path or whatever. It doesn't matter how you word it. And then just wait until you see like the blue butterfly. It's almost like you have to like see how the universe responds to you as well. But that, But doing so and like seeing those signs, it does increase your intuition as well. It opens you up, especially visually. It opens you up spiritually, and to be able to feel what the universe is trying to send you. But honest to God, just one of the best ways to strengthen your intuition is just to trust whatever vibes you get, whatever thoughts that come into your mind that are not fear-based. Intuition is not fear-based, just so you guys know, okay? Intuition, no fear. There's no fear attached to it. There's no anxiety attached to it. Intuition is, it just is. Or it's very peaceful feeling. Okay? Just so you know, if there's anxiety or worry attached to something you're getting, then that's your intellectual ego human thought. That's you. That's not your intuition, okay? And you just got to trust. The more you just trust and go with it, the faster and stronger it becomes. Also, when I was really getting into this, I connected with Horus. He's an Egyptian god. I literally, on a Sunday morning, for a few minutes, I meditated and I was like, Horus, can you be with me this week to help strengthen my psychic sight? And I didn't ask for how. Don't ask how it gets done. I didn't ask for how. I literally just asked for his help. And all week, I kept feeling a tingle at my third eye. And I sort of just knew that was like an opening. So you could try that as well. You could try connecting to Horus, Horus. You can Google Horus if you want to. So, all right, guys. Now I'm getting off because I've done a whole lot of talking. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You're welcome.